Hi guys, so I'm starting a series on attractiveness, and the first topic now is how to know for sure if you are an attractive person. It has happened to me once before. You live so much for others, you are doing a lot for people, and sometimes you don't even take good care of yourself as you used to anymore, and you begin to wonder, am I still attractive to people, especially if you happen to be a single adult living alone. That can be a lot sometimes, trust me, and I know the feeling. I have a list here. I have seven things on the list. Okay, one thing I do want to note first off is that attractiveness is not a feeling. Okay, that you don't feel as good or as attractive in your mind as you used to be does not mean you're no longer attractive. It might be an indicator, but not necessarily. Okay, and I'm giving out these 7 items I'm going to be dishing out in this content today are not mutually exclusive. That means you cannot pick one of these factors and run with it and say, hey, because I tick the box for this, I'm attractive. Hey, no, that's not how it works. So as we go on, I'm going to tell you how you can look at this and how many boxes you have to actually tick before you can be sure that you're an attractive person, and how you can gauge it all together. So yeah, let's just move in and right on. Number 1 on the list is, it's weird, but I'm going to say it, people stare at you. Yeah, you're gonna be like, Fola, what are you saying? Yes, people staring at you is one of the ways to know you're an attractive person. And attractiveness is not that you're beautiful or handsome. No, that is not the mindset here. No, there are a lot of people. Why do you think there are a lot of people that are actually not even as beautiful or handsome as you are, but then they have a lot of people around them? The love they have from people, a lot of them are even married, and hey, you're single. So what are we saying? Attractiveness is not about your outer beauty. It's not about a fine face or all of that. It's not about your physique. That's not attractiveness. Okay, so attractiveness has to do with many other factors. I'm not going to say this right now because that will come in my next video, so look out for my next video. However, the first thing, like I said, is people staring at you. Wild, but then it is the truth. Now, staring at you, when you look good, people tend to stare at you, and when you look bad, people tend to stare at you. So it's a two-way thing, which is why I said initially that you cannot pick one of these factors, one of these things on the list, and just run with it and say, hey, because I tick the box here, it works out well for me. No, that's not how it is. You come into a room, okay, and everybody gaze shifts to you. That is a mild indicator of something. Now, it could be that you're passing across a field of attractiveness, or you're passing across something that is odd. Okay, it's twofold. Now look, if you're badly dressed, people will stare at you, and if you're wonderfully dressed, people will stare at you. So that is one thing. But another thing you should note is, how often do you get stared at? Now, being attractive is not all the time that people might stare at you. Okay, because not all the time are you necessarily well dressed. You might be good looking, but you might not be doing so much. So staring means there is something spectacular, intriguing about you at that moment. It means that you are doing a little above what others are doing at that point in time. Okay, so you're walking into a setting and everybody just shift their gaze on you, right? Because hey, you've outdone others, you've even outdone yourself at this point. So it's either you've overdone it or you have underdone it. Yeah, one of those two. But anyways, it's one of the ways to actually know if you're an attractive person. So how often do you get stared at? It is a good stare if it's not always the case. The demography of people that are staring at you and the situation, okay? But if you always dress nice, people will stare at you, trust me. And dressing good is one of the ways to look attractive. But that is story for another day. That is number 1. Number 2 is people smile at you. Now, number 1 can be very tricky, but number 2 is not really bad. Trust me, it's one of the good indicators of being an attractive person. If you walk into a space and you have people just staring at you randomly, okay, it's not like anything much, but you just see this person stare at you, and it does not have to be someone of your opposite sex. No, that's not what we're talking about here. Okay, it can be someone of the same gender, and they're staring at you, staring at you. Someone just gives you a quick smile, another person gives you a quick smile. Just that tells you that there is something kind of intriguing about you that day. Also, this can be tricky. If you perhaps come into a supermarket and you have the customer service smile at you, or you have the attendant smile at you, or you have the security man smile at you, please know that that's not necessarily what we're talking about here, because that is them doing their work. Okay, a security man who welcomes you into a restaurant or something like that would definitely have to smile at you, might have to smile at you, because maybe it's one of their job description. But when you have people that are not necessarily obligated to give you a smile and they smile at you, just know it is a good indicator. So hey dear, don't be worried. And number 3 is when people compliment you. You see that it's like it's going higher and higher. So I gave you the list of them as the first one. Okay, so this third one is a little bit higher than the first 2 that I gave you. Okay, so this is when people compliment you. I mean, if you get it a lot of times, then just know you're an attractive person. But this might not come a lot of times, because people are really immersed in what they are doing. Adults are really engaged in a lot. Some people have even forgotten themselves, not talk of remembering somebody else. So if you don't get compliments from time to time, might not be all the time, and it might not be only when you're well dressed. There is always something about you that would just be intriguing to people. That's why I said initially that attractiveness is not necessarily your beauty, your handsomeness. Neither is it about your physique. Okay, there is something that would just draw people to you, which is why you still need to look out for my second video. So you need to, if people compliment you a lot of times, that is one of the ways to know that you are an attractive person. And people can compliment you a whole lot of things. They can say, oh, I like the way you smile. Or they can say, I like your dress. Or they can say, you look good, I like the perfume you use. Or they can say, I like the combination of your jewelries. Or they could say, I like the way you talk. Okay, people can compliment you on a lot of things, different things. It does not have to be one thing in particular. But when you get compliments from time to time, or people come to say, oh, you sound intelligent, or you speak intelligently, or you are an intelligent person, these are compliments that are good. Okay, they are good spirited. So it's one of the ways. Now, I did mention that I had cut this list into 2, the small guys and the big guys. So these first 3 I just said are the small guys. Okay, they are the small guys. There are 3 of them, and now we are moving into the second category, which are the big guys. And now number 4 on the list, one of the big guys, is that people randomly seek your opinion on things. Yeah, trust me, if you're an attractive person, people want to somehow get close to you, and they want to know your mind. They want to know what is going on there. So maybe they're seeing you from a distance somehow, and there's something intriguing about you, but they want to get to know what that thing is. So they want to find a way to understand you. They would want to come to you and seek your opinion on certain things. They want to know how you think. They want to know your rationale behind things. They want to know what intrigues you, what are your interests. So when people randomly just want to seek your opinion on things, that should tell you somehow, in some way, you are an attractive person. People can be some people are hard nuts, okay? Very hard to crack. Some people will never smile at you. Some people will not stare at you. And some people are naturally proud. That's just it. They are naturally proud. They will not even come out and compliment you. But they know that you are. And they even still want to challenge that your level of attractiveness or your intelligence. So they want to seek your opinion on random things. When you get that a lot of times, just know that you are an attractive person. They need not tell you. Okay, number 5 is that people want to hear you speak, or when you talk, people want to listen to you. Yeah, you might say, yes, it is one of the big indicators of attractiveness. Trust me, when people want to hear you talk, or when you see people want to put their ears down to listen to what you have to say at any point in time, know that it is an indicator of you being an attractive person. Especially if you happen to be in a space where they've encountered you a couple of times before, okay, and then it happens that you want to talk and you see ears are open, they're so attentive to what you have to say. Know that somehow there is something they are looking to establish something, and that is because you intrigue them. Okay, so they want to hear you talk, or maybe they already have heard you speak before, but they like the way you talk, or they like how your mind moves, how it operates. So oftentimes they want to hear you talk over and over and over again. Okay, so yes, it is one of the indicators of attractiveness. Number what are we now? Number 6, I think. Yes, number 6 is people want to be your friend, or say you make friends easily. Now, do not get me wrong. If you have a small circle of friends, a teeny one, they're like this tiny, and you can say, hey, because of that I'm not an attractive person. No, that's not what we are talking about. That people want to be your friend, or that you make friends easily, does not mean that you have a big circle of friends. Okay, that is not the case. But when you are often placed in a situation where people want to know you better, they are getting close to you, they want to associate themselves with you, they want to be your friend, know that you're an attractive person. When you get friends easily, yes, that's the word, easily. There are a lot of people that, trust me, they don't make friends easily. They make friends, they might even have a very big circle of friends, but trust me, they don't come easy for them. And because you're an attractive person, when people come to you, you are at that point or at that advantage to pick your friends, to choose who you really want to be in your space. That is about that. So you make friends easily. You come into the space, and before you are leaving, it's just an event. Before you are leaving, you've already gotten contact of about 10 people. Only you are welcome. So that's just it. It's one of the ways to gauge if you are still an attractive person. Okay. And the last on the big guys is that you get help easily. Yes, please, I am going to put a caveat on this. Okay, I want to put the God factor here. Okay, this is not just by your strength alone. You want to recognize the God factor here, but it matters a lot too. I believe that God is shining through you, which is why people will want to help you. Okay, and there is something that's spectacular about you, which God has deposited in you, that is making people want to like you, that is making you attractive. So I want to put in the God factor here. But yeah, we established that there's God factor. But hey, if you get to be in that situation, that position where people are always ready to help you, you seek for help, you ask for help, and someone is willing to give a helping hand, know that you're an attractive person. There is something about you, might not, this thing is very subtle. I really do not know how to put it, but it's quite subtle. Okay, so when people want to help you, you get help easily. It says that people will say, hey, I've been trying this and it's not been happening, and then you're just coming to that space and there's someone that is just helping you. Hey, it tells you something. Okay, it says something about you, something really big about you. That is it. So there's something you're doing right that wants to make people to want to help you. There's something, perhaps you're bringing great ideas, or there's something about the way you are presenting it that want to make people want to help you. Okay, so that is that. So guys, I don't know if any of this makes sense. Okay, it is something I have observed myself, and I just decided, hey, I should share it with you people. If you feel like this don't make any sense, please let me know in the comment section. And if it does, I also want to hear you say your experience, or just let's just know what it is you think about this. Okay, like I said, there are two categories: the small guys and the big guys. And please do not just pick one of these and run with it and say, hey, I take the box for this, I'm an attractive person. That's not how it works. You have to meet, for me, for my own standard, I do not know since this, and mind you, this list that I've given you is not exhaustive. There could be a couple more, and if you know any more that you can add, please feel free to add in the comment section. Let us know. Okay, this is just me from my own living and my own observation. Okay, so I've given seven points. Okay, make sure that you tick a minimum of 5 on the 7, and it has to be a 3 of the big guys and 2 of the small guys. Okay, you cannot say all 3 of the small guys and 2 of the big guys. Okay, or just 4 of the big guys. Yeah, the big guys matter, but let's just say 4 of the big guys, 1 of the small guys. So you have to make sure you tick at least a minimum of 5 of these before you can be sure, for sure, you can be guaranteed that you are actually an attractive person. And hey guys, I just want to say this quickly. I know adulthood can be a little bit hectic and tedious, especially in this time of ours, and especially in Nigeria. Let's not even go there. But hey guys, please, just give yourself some slack, okay? Be kind to yourself. And also, I would say that self-love is very, very important, and that you have doubt about something does not necessarily make it true. That, okay, so yeah, the doubts might come in, but just shrug it off, okay? Yeah, basically, even if nobody's complimenting you or you're feeling down sometimes, look at these factors. Hey, what do you think? Are you still an attractive person? Oh no! And please do watch out for the next video. That is the way you used to know what exactly I'm talking about, and how to know if you are an attractive person. I hope you love this video. Please turn on your notifications, subscribe, like, and share. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.